Hello everyone. Today we will be learning about the Lazy Suzette Stitch. When in one color, the Lazy Suzette Stitch will look like this. And if you decide to crochet a bunch of different colors, it will look a little bit more like this. This is a blanket that I'm currently working on, and I love this stitch because it's got that sort of back and forth crisscross pattern here. And you can see it pretty nicely on my color change here. This pattern is very, very simple. It is comprised of single crochets and double crochets, so that's all you really need to know other than chaining. So with that, let's get to the materials we're going to need. We're going to need yarn. You can use however many colors you want. For this video, I'm just going to show you in one, but you can of course change whenever you've finished a row. I'm going to need my hook. I'm currently using an eye hook. It's my favorite for my tension. You're going to want a pair of scissors. And you're going to want your yarn needle to weave in the ends. So with that, let's get started. We start off with a slip knot. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can do an odd number of foundation single crochets, or you can do an even number of chains. I'm going to do an odd number of foundation single crochets because that is how it's more stretchy, and I have very tight chains, so the rest of my work kind of looks skewed. So to do a foundation single crochet, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to insert into that first chain. You're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, and then you're going to yarn over and only pull through 1, and that creates your base chain. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2, and that creates your single crochet. Then you're going to take your hook and you're going to insert it into your little chain and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, and pull through 2. So now I have 2 of my foundation single crochet, and I'm going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. It can be a little difficult to get this at first, but honestly, it's so worth it once you've gotten it. And after you've learned it, you can do it so easily, it just kind of becomes second nature to you. So now I have 4 and 5 and 6 7 I think I'm only going to do 7. Just because all I'm really doing here is teaching you how to do the stitch, and you don't need it to be too long if all you're learning is the stitch. This stitch is great for blankets, scarves, ear warmers, hats, you name it. It's great. So I'm going to chain, and that's going to be my turning chain. And then I'm going to insert my hook. And you're going to single crochet, yarn over, double crochet into the same space that you put a single crochet. And now you're going to skip this one and you're going to single crochet into the next chain, or single crochet as it were.
Work. So what?
Single crochet and then a double crochet into the same space. That's your repeat. Skip, single crochet, double crochet, skip, single crochet, double crochet. And this is what your work will look like at the end. I mean, if you've only started with a chain, you're going to completely forget about these bottom ones, but this row right here, this is what you're going to look like. That nice slant, that's what you're looking for. Then you're going to chain one, and you're going to turn your work. You're going to skip this double crochet, and you're going to single crochet into that single crochet space. And then you're going to double crochet into that single crochet space. And then you skip the double crochet and you single crochet into that next single crochet space, and you double crochet into the same space, and you just keep going like that. The nice thing about this is that you will always end in a double crochet, which you will chain one, and then you can always skip that and work into the next single crochet. So it's really nice because it's a pattern that doesn't change at the end of the rows. Those can be really, really hard to remember and follow without having to check the pattern every 5 seconds. With this one, as soon as you have it down, you've got it down. And you're always single crocheting first into the single crochet space. You always work into the single crochet space. So at the end, it's going to look like this. You skip the double, you go into the single here. There's going to be a little lip. It's okay to have that turning chain sticking out there because it's not the straightest edge, but you can always add a border later. Turn your work, single crochet, double crochet, skip the double and go into the single. And now I'm going to tie off because I think you've got a pretty good idea of what you'll be doing. Tighten my knot there, and now you can see it's got that lovely crisscross pattern that we want and we're desiring. And from there you can weave in your ends, and if you'd like to, you can make a nice border for it, or you can leave it like that. The cool zigzag edge, that could be really, really nice for a scarf. And it's going to be nice and warm too. So that is how you do the Lazy Suzette stitch, and I would love to see your creations.